Hi, my name is Julia Liss, and I'm going to be instructing this PD session. An instructional strategy I want to focus on today is to implement UDL in the classroom, specifically multiple means of representation using text-to-speech applications. I will demonstrate as a teacher how I could use text-to-speech in a grade 7 classroom where we would be learning about extinction. Now, what is text-to-speech? Text-to-speech, abbreviated as TTS, is a form of speech synthesis that converts text into spoken voice output. Text-to-speech systems were first developed to aid the visually impaired by offering a computer-generated spoken voice. However, text-to-speech has now been recognized as a potential tool to aid struggling students who have reading difficulties. Why might we want to use such an application? Students with reading difficulties have the challenge of overcoming substantial barriers imposed by the rigid printed materials they are constantly asked to work with. Text-to-speech software has been widely researched and studied in the areas of literacy and reading comprehension. Text-to-speech has been seen as a tool that can amplify areas of strength and support areas of weakness, which of course is a key focus of UDL. A learner's ability to perceive, interpret, and understand information is dependent upon the media and methods through which the information is presented. Providing content using multiple forms of media supports those who require it, but also supplies a rich cognitive learning environment where varied options create a more nuanced experience, enabling learners to explore content from multiple points of view through multiple means of representation. Providing multiple means of representation is to provide students with a variety of ways of acquiring information and knowledge. Learning is impossible if information is presented in a format that requires extraordinary effort or assistance. Text-to-speech offers students supports to reading. It offers multiple perspectives and reduces barriers to learning, ensuring that key information is equally accessible to all learners. Who can use text-to-speech applications? Text-to-speech applications can be incredibly useful and supplementary for students and those teachers working with struggling readers, such as ESL or ELL students, students with disabilities, or students who struggle with reading and writing comprehension. Using a text-to-speech application can be used in virtually any type of learning environment, whether it be in an English language arts class, Biology 20, Art 30, Social Studies 8, or in secondary languages such as French or Spanish, where students and teachers can really benefit from applying such a tool in their classroom. In addition, if you have a struggling ESL student or a student with a disability, it might be worthwhile to introduce the application to the student's parents or family members. This could offer a better mode of practice for parents who may have recently immigrated to Canada, or this could help enlighten parents and allow them to connect with their children, providing they work through the application together. There are such tools as Read and Write for Google, iSpeech for Apple devices, Speak It, Speech Magnet, or Natural Reader, which is an application I personally use. I will briefly show you how to use Natural Reader and how, from the teacher's perspective, providing your students access to such a tool could provide them with an additional means of representation apart from printed text. I'm currently working with the free version of Natural Reader. Once you have the application installed, there is an exemplar or tutorial which could walk you through the application. With the free version of Natural Reader, you are given the option to change the language, in addition to the gender of the voice reading the text aloud to you. Near the top of the page is a toolbar with a variety of features. This is where you can open and upload files. The example I'm going to use is a handout for my students in grade 7 science, where they're asked to answer questions related to extinction. Rather than providing my students with a hard copy, I've emailed the handout. The students are able to open either the Word document or PDF file. The students can attempt to read the questions on his or her own, or if the students find themselves struggling, they could use a text-to-speech application and have the text read aloud to them while they follow along. You can see here that question 3 has been highlighted while the application reads the text aloud. This would not only ensure that the students have the means to read the questions, but they also have the tools to answer them. Finally, what might using such an application achieve in the classroom? Natural Reader is a great tool because it not only allows students to download Word documents and PDF files, but it offers students the opportunity to conceptualize text rather than spend most of their time and energy decoding the printed material. Such an application can minimize barriers and provide a more meaningful experience. I hope this PD session was helpful and that as teachers you can see the benefits to using a text-to-speech application in your own classroom. Thank you very much.